Hi, my name is Jessica from Metro East Therapy, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the differences between a developmental stutter and true stuttering. So as a parent or caregiver, there might be times that you're getting concerned about your child's speech and you might think that they're beginning to stutter. So first, let's just talk about what we consider normal, typical stuttering. So here's some examples of normal stuttering. So your child might say whole word repetitions, like they might say, I want a ball, or I want a ball. Repeating whole words like that is something that's typical, we typically see in most kids. That's not something to be too concerned about with their stuttering. Another example of a typical stutter would be using interjection. So that's words like or We all use those words sometimes to kind of fill our speech. So typically kids will not show secondary characteristics. So those are things like facial tension, frustration with their speech, eye blinking. So now let's talk about when you should probably call a speech language pathologist. So there are some red flags for what we call true stuttering. So that's when we see things like prolongation, blocks, and part word repetitions. So a prolongation is when your child prolongs part of a word. So that would be like, I need to sit down. Typically, if that prolongation lasts a long time, like longer than 3 seconds, that's when you should be concerned if you're seeing a lot of those. Next, if you see what we call blocks, that's another red flag. A block would be like, I want to sit down. It's kind of like they get stuck in their speech. And then a part word repetition is when they repeat just part of a word, like a syllable. So if they say, I want a ball, that's concerning and that's a sign of true stuttering. So if you do bring your child in to get an evaluation, we're going to be looking at some other things besides just their speech characteristics. We're going to look at things like family history, because we know that children who have a family history of stuttering are more likely to stutter or persist in stuttering. So therapy is a combination of trying to eliminate some stuttering moments, desensitize from the stuttering moments, and then also shape their speech to make them more fluent. So if your child is someone who stutters, there's some things you can do to help them. So you don't want to interrupt them. You don't want to tell them to slow down their speech. They're talking too fast. You want to give them all the time that they need to speak. If you ask them questions, don't ask them like really broad, open-ended questions like, how was your day? Ask them really short questions like, how was your day? Did you have art class or PE? So if you have any concerns in your child's speech, if you think they're having stuttering-like moments, feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to help you and your child in their communication journey.